Hi there, I am Rosalind Yukic from A Little R&R. You can find me at rosilindjukic.com. And today I am going to be sharing with you 6 things that I have done to launch a product or a new blog. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the screen around. Hi, I am so glad that you have joined me today. And today we are talking about product and blog launches. Yesterday we talked about what you need to start a new blog, things that you need to do to start a blog, and you can catch that. If you didn't catch that one yesterday, you can catch it on Catch Me, and pretty soon I'm going to have it up on my YouTube channel. I need to get my YouTube channel updated with my scopes. But today we are talking about products and blog launches. And so I hope that you guys are going to find this one this helpful. You just woke up, you're getting ready for the show. All right. Did you sleep well? I hope you slept well because you had a really long day yesterday. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions as we go along, and I will also be taking questions at the end. So I will say to start, I have, you passed out. Yeah, I bet you did. So I will say from the start, I have done, I think 3 book launches. And I've done a blog launch this way, and they've been very successful. And I have participated in other launches as well, launches that other people have done. So I'm constantly taking notes and, thinking of ways, that can help to get, the word out about somebody's product or blog. I will say, as far as ebooks go and even blogs go, it is difficult to get yourself out there because the market is saturated, but it's not impossible. It really isn't. So, I think the way that you approach it, is very important because, especially with, products such as ebooks, so you have to have some coffee. That is okay. I totally understand. Totally understand. And these scopes are always available, like forever. So yeah. So if you miss one, you can always come back and catch it later. But, that you can't just go and just, put a note on Facebook saying, hey, I have a new blog or I have a new book, and think that it's going to work. A launch takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort, and once the launch is done, you can't just, stop and just stop promoting it. You have to continue to put it out there, and so, there probably was a time, especially when ebooks were first coming out, that maybe you could have done that approach of, just telling a few people, especially if you have, if you're already a little bit more well-known, established person. But, the market, for, most digital products, as far as that goes, and blogs is extremely saturated. And so getting your voice out there, among the millions of other voices is very difficult. You have to be very loud and persistent. And so, hi, Brandy. I'm so glad you joined me today. And so, the first thing that you need to do, and I love what I've seen other people do on Scopes. I'm just going to throw this out there if somebody is really interested. I love it when I see when somebody's giving points that somebody makes a note of it, writes it in a note in the bottom in the comments. So, if somebody has, has the inclination to do that, that would be totally awesome. Just throwing that out there. Because I think it's great, because sometimes people miss, especially when Periscope stalls a little bit, and it does that sometimes. I don't know why. Anyway, we'll see if you can stick around. Periscope has been freezing up today. Again. It's frustrating. Hi, Smile Pretty Lady. I love that. I think that's such a cute name. I love it. And Psycho with 6. Are you feeling like a psycho today? Because I understand. That would make me feel like a psycho too. Hi there. I'm glad that my scope seems fine. That's awesome. Okay, so the first thing, and if you're just popping in, we're talking about And you're just catching the first point. So that's really great. We're talking about launching a product or a blog. So the first thing you need to do is plan very well ahead. So don't give yourself even a month, give yourself more than that. Because you are going to want to make sure that you have everything lined up that you want to do, and that you're going to give yourself ample time. You need to give yourself ample time. So, so plan very well ahead, 2 to 3 months ahead. Start with planning. And at this stage, you're not going to be wanting to, put together a team or anything. This is your planning. So you're going to ask yourself, okay, so give yourself deadlines. Thank you, Deb. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you're going to want to sit down with, a notebook and a pen, or, whatever, you take notes with. Some people like to take notes, on an app or whatever. And you're going to want to give yourself some deadlines. When do you want to have your team? When do you want people to start reviewing your product? When do you want them to be done reviewing their product? If it's an ebook and you're wanting them to have an Amazon review on Amazon, when do you want them to have that done? And you need to make sure that everything is lined up well with dates. So, yes, and you need to give yourself a deadline. But remember, when you give yourself a deadline, you want to give yourself room to, thank you for inviting followers, yoo-hoo. When you give yourself a deadline, you want to give yourself a good cushion, because sometimes you get to that deadline and you're not quite ready yet. So you want to make sure that, if you pass that, that deadline, that it's not gonna, I'm glad that, okay, good. I'm glad that my scope is working. I hate it when it freezes. That drives me crazy too. So, if you go over that deadline, that you're not going to put yourself, in some sort of, that you're going to throw everything else off. So, when do you want people to have their Amazon reviews up on Amazon? And make sure, when do you want your product to actually launch? What date you want it to launch? And, with all of the other stuff that's going to come out, if you're doing freebies or giveaways, when do you want these things to happen? So plan well ahead, make a very good plan, give dates, and write out what do you want to do, as far as the giveaways, as far as freebies. If you're wanting to put together a freebie package, who are you going to be approaching to offer a freebie for that package, and so on and so forth. So give yourself a deadline, but give yourself a cushion. Exactly. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have a launch team, because don't try to do it on your own, because, one voice can get drowned out. But if you have, 20 or 30 voices out there or more, you're going to make a much louder noise. And of course, having a team of people, you're going to have their reach plus your reach. And so your reach is going to be a lot farther. So, get involved in some, blogging groups on Facebook, on Google+, where you can approach people and say, hey, I'm launching a new blog, or I'm launching a new product. So yes, a launch team, exactly. And say, hey, who would like to join it? You're going to get a free, whatever, you're going to get a free copy of my book or a free product to review. Yes. And, if it's a, like say a blog launch, offer them some sort of incentive to join, and, give them the opportunity to be able to, take a look at your blog and kind of give you your thoughts and everything like that. And so, put together that team. And once you put together a team, it would be really good for you to have a Facebook group, exclusively for them, where you can, give them the details of, this is what's going to be happening. These are the dates that these things are going to be happening. This is what I need from you, and be very clear about what you need from them. Yes, a subscriber freebie, whatever, give them some sort of an incentive, and then say, this is what I need from you. I need your Amazon review by this date. Here's, a free copy of my book for you to review, or whatever. And then, and let them know, hey, if you do a review on your blog, I will be willing to give away this freebie or that freebie, whatever. And, but just make everything really, really clear for them, so that the details are all there for them. And so, first of all, plan ahead, have all of your deadlines out on paper, and what you're wanting to do, for each phase of your launch, and then get your team together. Number 3, offer freebies. People love free stuff. It doesn't have to be something super spectacular. It doesn't have to be an entire, planner or something really big, just a freebie. When I did and I'm trying to remember now, when I did my book launch for the Missional Handbook, my first freebie was a missional prayer chart or prayer card that people could print out. They could put the name of the missionary on their, special dates, like their anniversaries, their birthdays, things that, so that they could have that, a reminder to send them like a birthday card or, an anniversary card. And then, prayer needs, so they could, ask the missionary, what are some specific things that we can pray for you about, and this. And it was very simple. It was just a fill in the blank kind of thing, but very practical. They could put it on their fridge, fold it up and put it in their Bible, and have it accessible there so that they were always remembering to pray for that missionary. Another one was, a printable set of cards of the Romans Road. So, they could take it, they could cut up the card, stick it in their purse. So if they were out someplace and they were witnessing with somebody, they could have, the Romans Road right there, and then they could give it out, to that person. Give those cards to that person, go home and print another copy. And, so those are very simple. They, it didn't take me a whole lot of time to put it together, but they were very effective, especially the missionary prayer card. That continues to be one of my better freebies that people, constantly download. So, just offer freebies, something very simple. It doesn't have to be, huge. Chalkboard printables tend to be very popular. So, if you do really well with, like, say, Subway art or whatever, those kind of things do really well, and it doesn't have to be, something huge. But offer more. So, like, say once a week during your launch, once a week, just say, hey, here's this new, freebie that I have. Feel free to download it. But when you're offering the freebie, and this you're offering to people, this is what your launch team is going to be offering to their friends, by the way. So just to make that clear, these aren't freebies that you're just offering only to your launch team. You're giving it to your launch team so that they can help you promote your product. This is what they are offering to their followers, to the people that they are, to the people that they reach. And so, make sure, in this way, you're regularly getting the news out. This is a freebie leading up to the launch of my new book. Feel free and their freebies really should have something to do with your product, by the way, so that way you're saying, hey, here's the Romans Road, set of Romans Road cards, to help you be missional, be intentional about being missional wherever you go. This is in preparation for my book called The Missional Handbook, which is going to give you tips on ways that you can be missional right now. And so that way it's all kind of making sense. It's all flowing together with what your product is. So first, plan ahead, have your team offer freebies, and then graphics. If it's a book, if it's a product, so if it's a product, make graphics of people's, of your team's reviews. Ask them for some reviews ahead of time. Freebies yes, thank you. Thank you for making note of that, Deb. You're awesome. You're on top of it today. I love that. So, ask your team, for some, comments or, just a one sentence comment about the product or about your website, about your blog, and then put that comment into a graphic and, just, say, hey team, here's the graphic for you guys to share on your social media, and just have regular ones every single week. You should have a new graphic. If it's a book, make it quotes from your book. If it's a product, again, just ask people for a one sentence opinion about the product and, make graphics like that. Just make sure that they're good graphics. You can use pictures like, say, from Pixabay or even, $1 ones. I like to use Photodune. Just make sure if you use those kinds, if you're not just making just a blank background with text on it, that the pictures that you're using are legal. So, doing while you're printing out, you're giving slips for a show. Awesome. You're awesome. So, those are your graphics. And then, when you get to the week of your launch, the first day of your launch, you should, the first week of your launch, you should have some sort of a discount or a free campaign. This is going to help. And I know that, most of us are selling things because we want to make money. I mean, just being, honest and upfront about it. We don't sell things just because, we're having a good time. We sell things to make money. We're trying to make a profit. But you will do better if you offer a really good discount. I'm talking like 50% or more, 50 to 75% discount, or a free campaign if it's a product that you're selling during that first week. Because, people are you're wanting to get the word out there. And that's really the thing. If you offer your product at full price the first week, you're not going to do very well. You just look at, you go to the store, and if like, say Nestle comes out with a new product, they always bring it out, at a really big sale, or with a really huge coupon, like 75% off, because they're wanting to get the word out there. Afterwards, you bring it up to full price once you've gotten the word out there. And, I know that there's the fear of, well, if I offer it for free, everyone within my reach is going to download it for free. And then, and then that's it. But you have to think about the fact that if the people within your reach download your product or read your book and they're excited about it, they're happy about it, they're going to tell their friends. So you're going to continue to have that market, and that market will continue to expand. And of course, if you're on a blog, the more you talk about it, the more you blog about it, then you're going to continue to expand your readership, and the more expand your readership, the more reach you're going to have. And so the more of a marketing base you're going to have. So, don't be afraid of that. I did this with my very first book, which I didn't launch in this way. I happened to catch the very end of when Amazon was still allowing affiliates to do all of their, free ebook advertising. So what about offering for 24, 48 hours? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is there ever too much though? Like, readers will get sick of hearing about it. I think you can go too much. You don't want to go overboard. Like if you're, just talking incessantly about it for 2 or 3 months, absolutely. But I think if you're leading up to the launch and you're just throwing teasers out there, and then that week, the week before your launch and the week of your launch, you're just hitting it, I don't think you're gonna bore them with it. But with my first book, 14 Days of Agape, I caught the very tail end of when Amazon was allowing, affiliates to really, promote their free ebooks. And so I offered it for free. I think it was for 5 days. And it went like, number one in the, free ebooks for its category. And, I don't remember how many downloads. I think it was like over 1,000 downloads or something like that. But it continues to sell. So, it's, so that, you're not going to exhaust your marketing base that way. So, offer for free, for, the first, few days or the first week, however long you want to do that for, or at a really steep discount. On launch day, though, which, what would be really great is to have either a giveaway package on your blog, or a package if you're not going to be offering it for free. Offer it if you're offering it for sale, like for a discount, you can offer a giveaway package as a freebie alongside of the sale. So approach people, say, hey, people, in the blogging Facebook groups, I'm doing a launch and I'm putting together a giveaway package. Do you have a product that you'd like to give away for free? And it's not like you're mooching off of people. Don't think about it that way, because they're thinking of it in the sense of, hey, this is free advertising for me. I am always very liberal about giving away, a book or 2 books, sometimes 3 books. People are like, really wanting to put together a lot of products. I'll say, hey, take anything you want. I have, just, comb my products page and, tell me what you want. Because for them, it's free advertising, because when you put together the package, then you're saying, this book by so-and-so at this blog. And so, you're getting free advertising. And so, approach people and say, hey, I'm putting together this package, who would like to contribute to it, and, offer it, either as a giveaway on your blog, if you're doing, a free campaign, or if you're doing a discount campaign as a companion to the product that they buy. So for every ebook that they purchase, they get this free package. And so those are the 6 things. Plan well ahead of time. You're going to want to give yourself, time to put all this together. Put together a team and communicate with them really well, every minute detail, and give them some incentive for joining your team. Put together some freebies, and you go back and relaunch. Absolutely. I'll talk about that in just a second. Put together some freebies. So, during your campaign, the 2 or 3 weeks leading up to your launch. So you're offering a freebie each week, to just get the word out there, to tease people about what you are, offering for your launch. Offer graphics so that, people are constantly having it in front of them, so that they're constantly being reminded, this product, this blog is coming up. You don't want to miss it. And then, once you're launching your product, offer it as a discount or as a free campaign. If you're doing a blog launch, that launch week, just offer lots of giveaways, and free products, giveaways and free products. That's what I did when I launched Missional Call. I had a giveaway every single day. And then the final day, I had just this massive package giveaway. And so that way people were constantly coming by. And with the giveaways, I always had content. There was content and then the giveaway, content and the giveaway. So there was constantly new content every single day of that launch. Your husband thinks you should do an ebook? Absolutely. Absolutely. How big does the giveaway need to be? It can be one product. It can be, several products. On the final day, I did, I think, five ebooks or something like that to just kind of, really punch it of that final day. And I was constantly, advertising the big giveaway. It can be, as simple as just one product. It can be like, if you want to go, really, really big, do something, like I don't know, a tablet or, an e-reader or something like that if you want to go really big. You can also do Amazon gift cards. Amazon gift cards do really, really well. And you can actually ask people on your team if they would like to join in the giveaway so that when when you do the giveaway, the entries will require people to either visit their blog or their Facebook page or their Pinterest, whatever, so that they are also getting some advertising with that and they can contribute to the giveaway, $5 or $10 or whatever. So yeah. Is it done? Okay. Mama will be in there just a second. Okay.
Just a second. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. And then on the launch day, to do, the giveaway or the free package. So what about maybe a giveaway a day for say 5 days? Absolutely. That's what I did when I launched Missional Call. I did a giveaway every single day, ebooks or, I think it was mainly ebooks for me because that's what people contributed. But like I said, you can do, a gift card that is always really, attractive. And, but yeah, doing, you can do some, just a small giveaway every single day. And that way, people coming back, they can, enter in every giveaway if they want to. And so, yeah, doing a relaunch, absolutely. If you're talking about it like a blog relaunch, take a blog break, just let your readers know I'm taking a blog break. This blog is going to be under construction. I'm going to be, whatever, cleaning up some old content, doing a redesign or whatever. And then, choose the day that you want to relaunch it, and, if you're on WordPress, you can actually, not really close your site down, but you can have, a splash page that goes up that says, this blog is under construction so people can't see what you're doing. So you can kind of keep it a secret and then, do the big reveal on launch day. If you're relaunching a product, just, plan for the relaunch. You can take it off the market if you want to, and then put it on the market on launch day, which would be, that would be really advisable. So that, and just, put your team together and just do it like it was, the first day. And so, that's how you do that. That's how you do a successful launch. the key is just continually reminding people and putting teasers out there for people. Just reminding them. People need to be reminded, because they're busy with everyday life. They're not going to remember, for a span of a month or 2 months that you have a product coming up. But, just throwing those teasers out every now and then, if you're, working on your launch, say, hey guys, I'm in the middle of writing, I'm in the middle of wrapping up, this product or this book or whatever. I'm going to be doing a launch on this day, and just kind of throwing that teaser out there, put your team together, and then they can continually put teasers out, to their people, and, until that launch day hits. And then it's like party time. Then it's party time. Then it's time, to do the giveaways, to do the, all of that, the discounts and so forth. So, any questions? Any more questions? These have been great questions, by the way. I hope this has been helpful for you. And I'm hopefully going to be putting together a launch, probably, I don't know, maybe by, the middle of next year. My dad is wrapping up, I think, his third book. And so since I work with him, I'm his editor, then we'll be putting together that team. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to be putting this into practice again. I love doing these launches. They are awesome. It's very helpful going back to watch the replay and take notes. Awesome. Very good. Very, very good. So if there aren't any questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. But I hope that this has been helpful for you. And I love doing these blog scopes. These are a lot of fun. I just love talking about blogging, anything blogging related at all. Maybe we can do some next week. Next week I'm on vacation. Next week I'm going to be out of town. So don't expect me to be around next week. Because I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be at my in-laws, and there is no internet there. And that is a good thing. I'm actually really excited about that. You're welcome. You're welcome, Brandy. I'm really kind of excited about going completely offline, because we all need a break from that for a while. So yes, I will have a great vacation. I will. And this week has been crazy busy because I've been getting all of my social media worked ahead so that while I'm gone, everything kind of runs itself a little bit. So it's been insane around here, but it's been fun at the same time. And so, yeah, you know what? I'm going to miss you guys too. I know when I get back, it's going to be like, hey, let's catch up on scope time. So, but when I get back, then yes, we do. We need to kind of get, take a break and kind of, unplug our lives a little bit. So I will be enjoying family time. We don't get a lot of family time. My husband works insane hours. By the time he goes on vacation, he will work 9 straight days in a row. So you almost finished writing your first book. Awesome. That is great. So that is awesome. It's exciting. I remember when I finished writing my first book, I was just insanely happy. It was just so great. It was always my dream to write a book. And so, yeah, it was just wonderful. But yeah, we don't get a lot of family time. So this is going to be a wonderful time for us. And then not having the distraction of me being on the internet working constantly. That's just going to be really wonderful for everybody. So, but when I get back, let's do some scopes about social media. What do you guys think about that? I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing some for social media. So yeah, thank you. You guys are so encouraging to me. I mean, really, you guys are the best. Absolutely. I know I say that every single scope, but it is so true. That's why I love jumping on here, because you guys are awesome. So, okay, awesome. Well, let's talk about social media. We can take a day and talk about Facebook and everything. I can talk a little bit more about what I'm doing with Pinterest, because I've been working in just a crazy amount of time on Pinterest right now. But it's doing so well. I'm so excited about that. Thank you. You're encouraging to me too. So, I just love this. And so we can talk about, different platforms every single day, because I've done an experiment with almost every platform. I've done Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and I'm on Pinterest now. And then maybe we can talk about scoping. I can talk about the biggest mistakes that I've made on Periscope, because I've made some really big mistakes on Periscope. And so talking about that, about scoping and stuff like that. So you're on Pinterest too? Awesome. I love Pinterest. It is my biggest source of traffic by far of anything else that I do. And so I am really investing there right now. And you know what's crazy? I'll just throw this out there as a little teaser for Facebook. I pulled back on Facebook. I was posting every 2 hours around the clock. Now that's a lot. I run 3 pages, and I VA for another person that has 2 pages. So I put in a lot of time on Facebook. But I pulled back on Facebook, and my page has been growing like crazy. So we're going to talk about the fact that there are 2 methods that you can use to, but you have to find your sweet spot. I found my sweet spot, and it wasn't what everybody else says. In fact, it actually goes against what everybody else says. And do you do a launch for a Facebook page? No, I wouldn't do a launch for a Facebook page. I would just do it. Just do it, and and then just work really hard at getting likes. So yeah. Because I think that because Facebook is such a good place to do a launch, that I think that I think it would be very difficult to do one for a Facebook page. But we can talk about growing your Facebook page. And you're welcome. Oh, we just got some crazy boys over here doing crazy, silly things. You want to come say hi? You want to say hi? Look, yeah.
It's Thomas.
It's Thomas. Yes, it is. Thomas the Train. We are big Thomas fans around here. So we got Thomas and somebody with a Thomas shirt on. Can't see. There we are. We've got a Thomas shirt on. Today is it's very Thomas Day. Yeah. You have 5 crazy boys. Oh my word, I have 2, and it's just insane most of the time. So yeah, don't touch that because you might turn it off, and then that wouldn't be very good. So okay, I'm going to go because I need to go be a mom. So we've had our rest time is over with, and it's time to go do mommy things. So your kids love Thomas too. Oh my goodness, it is Thomas day and night around here. Just insane. It's crazy. And my kids, once they discover Thomas, that was all she wrote. It was just been nothing but Thomas, and trains. We love trains of any kind. So it's awesome. Yes, they are. They are so cute. Oh, my little boys. They're so good. They really are so good. So, we're doing our cover up again. Okay. Oh, where's Thomas? There he is. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, I know. That's part of the reason why I like Thomas the Train. So wholesome, such good messages for kids. And so, yeah. We do a lot of Thomas around here. Okay. It is time to go. So can you say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Thomas.
Bye-bye. Okay. I will see you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm going to see you guys in a couple of weeks. This is crazy. Oh my word. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Don't forget me while I'm gone. Please don't forget me. And my Facebook will still be running. So if you catch me on Facebook, it's Facebook pages. I think it's Rosalyn Jukic, ROSILINDJUKIC. And that's my URL as well. And so there's not going to be there's not going to be content up on my blog, but there will be stuff up on Facebook. So the Thomas hat. Okay. So look for me on Facebook, and I will see you all when I get back. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.